Hello, and welcome to another video on Explained. Today, you may be able to tell from the title or from the backdrop, we are in Innsbruck, and today we are flying the Boeing 737 Max-8, and we are flying from Innsbruck to Manchester in United Kingdom. You can see that we have self-loading cargo just above me. All the passengers are seated. We are ready for push and start. You can see actually it's over there. The pushback tug is already connected and we are ready for our pushback. So let's jump into the cockpit and get this flight going. Just before we do that, I'll just let you take a look at the scenery at Innsbruck. It is raining right now, but look at the mountains. It is like snowing up there. It's looking good. I've installed all the photos around Innsbruck, so yeah, that's looking pretty good. I've been spending like a couple of days installing um, all the photos, especially around like the US, a little bit of Europe, and most of Australia and New Zealand. So yeah, for the next maybe like 2 weeks, I'll be like installing more like auto photos and like testing them out. But so far so good. It looks good from the top, but on the ground it looks very like 2D. I do know that there's like software that you can use to generate um, 3D objects,
And you may start the engine.
but yeah, oh, I forgot to do that. There we go. Um, yeah, so there's a plugin or a custom scenery. I think it's a custom scenery that we can use to like auto-generate objects around the auto photos. I haven't gotten to doing that yet because it looks a little bit more complicated. So yeah, I'm going to leave that for now. But here we are. We are pushing back from Innsbruck. We are clear, right? Let's go ahead and start engine number 2. And we can start the clock as well. So this 737, I mean the Max, it takes a rather long time to like start the engines. So we are starting this N1. Um, yeah, so we have to wait for this to oh, I forgot to turn off the packs. Thank you. Yeah, so the N2 takes a while to get
Operation complete. Please set parking brakes.
set the parking brake.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
So we have to wait N2 to get to 25 before we can introduce the fuel. So we are nearly there. And there we go. So now the engine will start up. But yeah, it takes like a long time. So the safety briefing is from self-loading cargo, which is the one that you are seeing up here. I don't know why the wiper is going that quickly.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. And signal on the right.
Clear
Bye
left.
bye Unix time and have a safe flight.
Yeah, so as you can see, it takes like maybe a minute and a half to start one engine. So it takes, yeah, a lot longer than the normal 737. turn that back on. Alright, we have N2, we have EGT, we have N1, we have oil pressure. And it's a short taxi to the runway. We are using runway, let's start number 1 first. There we go. Oh, oh, there we go. Now have to retrim that. That looks alright. So we are using runway 26, which is just over there, or over there. It's opposite on the webcam, so it's a little bit confusing, but we are clear left and clear right. I think the pushback tug has already gone. Are they gone? Or maybe they are still disconnecting. But anyway, we will finish our setup over here. Right, let's go and arm that. I mean, not armed. Turn that over to generators. Actually, we can leave the packs off because we need the power. Actually, I saw a video. I think it's from I can't remember what's his name. The one that does the real 737 airline pilot. He says that you can turn the packs on and turn the APU bleed on, and that will like do the exact same thing. So today we are going to try that. That will be a bit more comfortable for the passengers as well. It is rainy and a little bit cold outside, so we will turn on the heat and turn on the APU bleed so that we can get the full performance. Anyway, let's go flaps 10. I don't know what that is. 5, I think. That's 10. Configuration is check flaps is going down to 10. Trim is 4.5. Takeoff briefing completed. Cabin crew, we can tell them to take the seats. So you're hearing both because one is from Zibo and one is from the self-loading cargo. And if you do not know, self-loading cargo is a software independent of Explain. So it's a third-party software that you can purchase from the website. I think it's £12.99. It's still on like a early development stage. It's on beta. So yeah, if you want to get it, it's pretty cheap right now. Once it's like fully developed, it's going to be like £17.99. Yeah, so if you are interested, you can check out my video as well. I did one video about the self-loading cargo. So if you're interested, you can take a look at that. Cabin is secure. Flaps 10 green light. MCP, we are on LNAV. And flight directors and auto throttle. And then we have transponder, strobe light is on, landing lights can come on soon. We are clear right, we are clear left, brakes off, and let's get going. The engines here are pretty powerful, so we don't even need to add thrust. The airplane will just like roll itself. Just double check our settings, turn off the cabin lights. There we go. We are flying on the FO side, so I'll turn on the terrain here. Turn on the weather over there. actually that goes to 40, just so I have a better view. This one goes to 20. There's a lot of terrain here, so we have to be a bit careful. We are clear on the approach. Runway is clear as well. I forgot to do a flight control check, so let's go full up, full down, full left, and full right.
On runway 081,000 feet remaining.
Transponder is TARA. We are good to go. I just need to turn on the landing lights. And yeah, I'll leave my mic back there because I need my hands to do the takeoff. So I'll talk to you all once once we get closer to Manchester, and we will do an approach brief for Manchester. And hopefully this is going to be a good flight. So enjoy the takeoff. I'll talk to you all once we are closer to Manchester.
On runway 26.
knots.
100.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up, please.
.400. 1,000.
Oops, sorry, I forgot to turn on the mic. Hello, welcome back. We are just a couple of miles away from our top of descent. I've already set MCP to 250. We are now slowing down to our descent speed. I have not set our forecast because I don't think it actually work on the 7.3 Max. But anyway, once we start our descent, or well, just before our descent, I'll go ahead and put in the information here. So we have 3 degrees of ISA deviation. QNH in Manchester is 1022. So set that to 1. Oh, there we go. 1022. Our descent wind. So I'll put flight level 300, 200, 100, and then our wind is going to be 260 at 48, 250 at 41, and 240 at 27. Set that there and execute. Yeah, so the top of descent is basically the same because it doesn't work on the Max. But anyway, we should be fine. Um, we should be descending very soon. And if you can't hear the engine noise, that's because the Max engine is pretty quiet, so you won't be able to really hear it. Alright, we are now descending into Manchester. Weather outside is looking fine. Passengers are mostly happy. Alright, so I'm looking at the charts here. You won't be able to see it because I have to set it on a new window, which takes a lot of time. So I'm just going to do it through word of mouth. So we are landing on runway 23 right. Wind is 190 at 9 knots, and it is veering between 120 at 220. So we might get a bit of crosswind. Landing on through 23 right. Our terminal is close to the touchdown area, which is so we basically have to vacate as soon as possible. The best option will be Bravo Delta. That's a bit past half the runway. Runway length is 10,000 feet. So probably about 5,500. We are going to set it on the tablet over there later. And I'll pull up the charts for 2-3 right. If I can find it. 2-3 left. Where is 2-3 right? There we go. 2-3 right. Okay, localizer is India November November. Frequency 109.5. Let's set that there. 1095. There we go. And then we have Manchester frequency, which is VOR 11355. 11355 and 11355. That's our backup, and that's done. Just match the heading over here. Alright. Lots of things to do. We are approaching 25. Let's continue descent. Right. Final approach course 232 degrees. So put that to 32 and put that to 32. I'm not sure what's the one over here is 231. Okay, so set that to 231. Yeah, because the one on the charts and the one on the FMC is slightly off. So sometimes you get like 1 degrees deviation, which is alright. You just have to check it. Alright, let's do our landing performance. 23 right. Runway condition is dry, I believe. Yes. Wind 190 at 9 knots. Temperature will be 17. QNH is 1022. We are using flaps 30. Air conditioning is auto, NTIC is off, brakes is all. Not sure about NNC. Speed brakes is auto, reverse no credit. Our landing weight will be about 56, let's say 56 200. And we need to stop about halfway down the runway. Landing distance available is 2,900 meters, so we have to stop about 1,500 meters to vacate the runway. So we are using brakes 3. Let's go brakes 3. Set. We are passing flight level 220. Descent checklist pressure, landing altitude 250 feet. NDI is not required. Approach briefing. So where are we? Okay, miss approach climb 3,500 straight ahead until 750 feet or 0 or well 0 distance or DME, well not distance, it's DME. 0 DME on INN, which is the that's not that Manchester, that's the iOS frequency, which I think may be just above the threshold. So it's 0 DME INN or 0.3 DME of Manchester VOR, whichever is later, then turn right into heading of 357, then as directed by the ATC. For separation from other traffic, expedite climb to 750 feet before commencing right turn on the heading of 357 degrees. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet, and our minimum is going to be 449. So set that to 449. Oh, too far. There we go. 449 check. What else do we need to do? Alright. I think that's about it. Our speed is now 254. We are pretty fast, so we might have to use a bit of speed brake, but we can do that a bit later, I think. Alright. Let's turn on the seatbelt. And the self-loading cargo is going to do it by itself at 10,000 feet, so we don't have to worry about that. And I'm not sure why the self-loading cargo is doing that. There's like a black stripe on the right hand side. If you see that, just ignore it. It's probably just a bug. Oh, I think I fixed it.
1,000 to go.
Check. Let's go down. Oh, need to turn the volume up so you can hear it. Let's go 10,000 feet. We are using flaps 30, so speed is 138, plus 5 is 142. Okay. Fix, we need to do fix. Runway 23 right, fix. And we need okay, we need 10 DME. We need maybe 8 and 4, so 4, 8 and 10. Let's set that for 8 and 10. All right. I'm pretty sure the transition altitude should be done here automatically. I'm not sure if I can change it. Oh, there we go. Transition level, that's 050. And we need to change it on oh, we don't have to change it, we just need to preset the QNH, which is 1022. So set that to 1022, and then we can just switch over once we are closer to 5,000 feet. Not sure if that's auto or auto, don't know how you say it. Yeah, over there is like really brown, and over here is very green. I'm not sure if that's because I've installed auto photos over here. I don't think I did. Not for Manchester, but maybe I did. I can't remember. Right, okay, we are turning here at Dane. So at Dane, we are going to do a menu heading select. We will make a right turn, and then we'll just make like a square approach.
1,000 to go.
Check. Continue descend down to 5,000. And we need speed brakes. Speed brake is out. And we are slowing down, lights can come on. And just match the heading. We can go 30 degrees there. We can turn on terrains, and we can turn on weather. And seatbelt is automatically turned on. Alright, we have done our approach brief. Speed is checked. Altitude box is not set, but we will set it later. We'll set the standby to 1022. Alright, landing checklist can be done once we are on the base leg. Okay, set that there. We are approaching Dane in 7 miles, so we are coming up pretty quick. Speed is a little bit all over the place. I think it's the wind playing up. We still have our speed brake up, so hopefully we can slow down. And once we go heading select, we can go level change as well. Actually, we can go level change now. Um, oh, that's a bit aggressive. Yeah, it's just the weather playing up. Alright, I think we are going there, so we'll go heading select. So we can just make a bit of a square approach, because over there is like a really sharp turn, so we don't want that. Right, so we need to still need to descend. Alright, we have some terrain up ahead at 2,100 feet. We are descending down to 3,500, so we are fine. There's some turbulence over here, so I'll just ping a speed brake up a little bit. And we can probably slow down as well. And we will just extend the downwind a little bit more because we are still pretty high. We'll just start slowing down, and hopefully we can descend. Yeah, there's quite a bit of turbulence over here. Alright, I'll just extend a little bit, and then I'll start making the left base. Because I think we are still a little bit high. We still need to descend about 2,000 feet. So maybe a little bit more, and then we can start that left turn. Probably at about 5,000 feet we can start making the turn. Alright, cabin is secure. 5,000 feet. We need to set QNH as well. So we are still a bit high. Alright, there we go. Let's make that turn. We need to compensate for the strong crosswind. So that wind will push us a bit to the right. So I think that heading should work pretty well. And it looks like we are pretty low, but we are not. It's just that there's some terrain over this area, but we are fine for
1,000
now.
to go.
Alright, landing checklist starts with just continuous recall check. Speed brakes can
1,000 to
be
go.
arm. Is that arm? Yep, that's arm. Speed brake can. Oh, actually, speed brake is not even. Um, there we go. Speed brake arm. Uh, landing gear. That can come on a bit later.
1,000 to go.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That wind is messing things up. We'll just go vertical speed because of the big speed fluctuations. If I use level change, it will just like pitch very aggressively to try to maintain the speed. So we'll just use vertical speed for now. Right, I think we can start making the turn. We do have a left crosswind, so um, I'll just move a little bit more to the left. Oh, I think we may be overshooting the localizer a bit as well, so just go a little bit more to the left. About 10 degrees there should be alright. And then just try to align um, back towards the localizer. We are pretty low anyway, so we can capture the glide slope pretty easily. Alright, 16 degrees crosswind. That's fine. Localizer is slowly coming back. Alright, we can approach. So we are turning towards the localizer now. Glide slope is on standby. And we are 14 miles out from the runway. At 10 miles, I'll start bringing the flaps in. Oh, I don't know why this says 100. I think they have two different layers here. You can see the zeros looks a bit different. Glide slope is coming in now. So we'll start slowing down, bring the flaps in, flaps 1. I can't remember what's the go around altitude. Go around altitude is 3,500, so we can just leave it as that. Speed is slowly coming down. We'll go flaps 5. That should help us to slow down. Alright, we have localizer and we have glide slope. We are looking alright. Maybe a little bit fast. Hopefully the wind will help us slow down a bit. Over here, we can probably go gear down. That will give us a bit more drag.
2,500.
Check. Gear down, 3 green. Auto brakes, 3 flaps is coming in. Can go flaps 10. Landing lights is on. Landing checklist is complete. And I'll put the mic down and I'll talk to you all once we are on the ground. So hopefully the landing will go well. Enjoy the landing and I'll talk to you later.
Thousand feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Approaching 2, 3, right.
500. 400. 300. Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. $80 knots.
Alright, welcome to Manchester. I fled, I think, a little bit too early, so we ended up floating quite a long time. And we are definitely landed on the firm side. But that's fine. Weather is not that good today, so um, that's my excuse. But anyway, we have landed. Where are we parking first? Oh, just go straight ahead. That's fine. Yeah, so the wind is throwing us around a little bit, so um, that's fine. Alright, where are we going to park? We may take the gate on the right side over there. And if you cannot tell or you haven't seen my video, this airport is developed by Airsoft. I got it during one of their sale. So this is a free scenery from Airsoft. So that's great. There's no gates over there, so we'll take the next one. I think I've turned on the APO, right? Right, APU is alive. Turn on APU. APU bleed. We can shot number 2. Oops. Oh, and we have overshot it. Turn that off. Oh, I don't know why the trim is that close to the engine button. Alright, we are getting there. 70, 60. Oh, something just disappeared. 50, 40. Oh, that's not 40, that's 4. That's 3 meters, 2 meters, 1 meter, and stop. Alright, brakes on, and fuel can come off, lights can come off. Alright, welcome to Manchester. Self-loading cargo is going to do their own thing over there. We just need to oh, actually we don't need to do anything on there. Alright, so self-loading cargo is going to unload the passengers. I'm going to let it do its thing. And once it is done, I'll come back and we will so once self-loading cargo has unloaded all the passengers, I will do the replay of the landing. So stay tuned. I'll come back in a couple of minutes once that is done, um, and we can watch the replay. Right, so self-loading cargo is bugging up for some reason. For the last 2 flights, the passengers are not fully unloaded, so I just have to quit it. So looking at this landing, it's not the best. So we just floated over here for like ages. I just flew it like the regular 737. Oh, that looks like a hard landing. Yeah, we basically just stall out over there. Yeah, I think the max you have to like flare it a bit later, probably like at 20 feet. That was not my best landing. Alright. Let's have a look at the passenger view. Oh, oh, I think we actually about to touch down, and then I think I pull up a bit too much, and then we sort of like climb a little bit over there. Yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Well, not short flight. It's like 2 hours. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the flight from Innsbruck to Manchester. If you do, feel free to give me a thumbs up. That will be very much appreciated. If you have any suggestions on like interesting places to go, or if you have suggestions on how to do the video or any like tweaks that I need to do, any feedback, um, that will be well, I would very much appreciate any feedback, and I'll try to improve um, based on all of your feedback. And yeah, if you want to check out my other videos, they are on my the lighting just changed. If you want to check out my videos on like other explain videos, other flight sim videos, they are on my YouTube channel. I have a playlist called Explain 11, so go check that out. I do fly other planes as well. If you want to like check out like the regular 737s, or you want to check out the 320s, the 350s, the 777s. It's all on my channel. You can check it out. Just at the end of the video, you can just click on the Explain 11 playlist. Um, if you are new to my channel, feel free to subscribe as well. That will be very much, I will, well, appreciate your support. And yeah, I'm not sure what else to say. Um, Oh, check out my website, travelwithdemo.me. I'll put the little box at the end screen so you can go check it out. It's a website for like travel reviews, airline reviews, hotel reviews. I did some writing on my experience as a solo traveler. So if you're into that thing, go check it out. I'll put the box at the end screen so you can just click it, or they are on the description as well, so you can just click on the description and check that out. And I have a new business as well. It's not another dot travel. I'll put the link on the description as well, so you can check that out. It's a travel concierge business developed by me. If you want to support me, you can go to the website and maybe try out my service. I do like concierge. Basically, like if you want to like make bookings for your next travel, or if you want some advice, or if you need anything like travel related, it's all on that website. If you want just like reviews and such, it's on my blog website, which is not travelwithdemo.me. Both of those links is going to be on the description, so you can check that out. But yeah, other than that, I'll leave you all here in Manchester. Hope you enjoy your day or your night. And yeah, let me know if you enjoy like this type of videos, like me talking, or you just just like me not talking, zip, and just like focusing on the flights. Yeah, let me know what you prefer. Um, Other than that, I'll leave you all here in beautiful Manchester. I'll let you have a look at this beautiful scenery by Aerosoft. And I'll see you all on the next video.